apart from that, I think Indonesia has the very intention of, attaining not just neutrality, but I think optionality. And for a country the size of 280 million people, a GDP of 1.3, $1.4 trillion, a fairly, present geography, not just in Southeast Asia, but in Asia Pacific. I think it's important for Indonesia to be in a position of leadership, at least with respect to Southeast Asia. Right, and I think Southeast Asia is somewhat manifested in the association called ASEAN, or the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. That has been able to, I think, thrive, in my view, by way of its core of centrality, and by way of its ability to continue upon, the pre-existing peace and stability that's been, there for a couple of thousand years. The role of Indonesia going forward is only likely to escalate, for purposes of bringing about centrality for ASEAN or Southeast Asia, but also for making sure that that centrality is of utility when it comes to dealing with, potentially increasing tension between the new superpowers of China and the US, or perhaps, being able to play the role of an interlocutor between the West and China, or an interlocutor between the West and Islam, given the fact that Indonesia is the largest Muslim majority country in the world. So I think there's a lot that, Indonesia could tap into. We're not there yet. We're not a great storyteller. We're not ready to position ourselves as a proper interlocutor for those two, previously stated objectives. But I do believe that with the right kind of investment in human capital, taking the long view, I think Indonesia is likely to be poised for bringing about greater centrality for Southeast Asia, but also a much more internationalist type of role with respect to the rest of the world.